Top of the morning to you, laddies. It's me, Waddles. So, Minecraft Dungeons might be back. There's a brand new update, and I don't want to alarm you, overhype you on this next part too much, but some weird code was just found inside of the code about seasons. Let's talk about it. Minecraft. Yes. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a game. We know it. We love it. Minecraft spin-offs. We know it, so we love it. Debatable. Now, the Minecraft game-o-matic universe is a universe that consists of multiple different games. However, at the current time being, the most recent one, Minecraft Legends. Well, I hate to say it, but Minecraft Legends got the axe less than a year after its release. Earlier this year, January 10th, it was officially discontinued. The other relatively new major spin-off of Minecraft Dungeons, the fate was entirely different, with the Minecraft Dungeons game staying alive longer than I believe it was initially even meant to, having a DLC on DLC on DLC, and then near the end of things, seasons were introduced, and it seemed like development might go on for this thing indefinitely. I mean, of course, if you compare it to main game Minecraft Dungeons is like just a small dot on the map, but compared to like other major games, Dungeons was pulling some solid numbers and was pretty relevant for a long time. And I mean, no hate shade to Legends, but I kind of loved Dungeons. It was so good. After essentially being a dead account for months on months, really just quote tweeting things from the community, sharing a little bit of behind the scenes information, Minecraft Dungeons is back with such a mysterious tweet. Now, pretty much immediately, the community went wild with this one. Like, hope is so high for a Dungeons sequel, Dungeons revival, just Dungeons, something. Now, look, I'm a self-aware king. My brain might just be cooked, or I could be onto something. The Q&A that we just took a look at in Saturday's video. I sort of wrapped things up a little unknowingly with a very interesting question. What does Mojang team look forward to most when seeing these new tools are given to creators? And then the answer, I am so looking forward to the various dungeons, legends, and lore. Those word choices right there, that's so weird. So much coming, so much to be unlocked. So we answer a question that way, even though it is kind of more about maybe say vanilla Minecraft, some of the tools they're working on, whatever. It's just a weird way to answer a question, and then literally one day later, Dungeons account comes back to life. Additionally, and I feel so sad that I wasn't able to actually find wherever this thing was, but additionally, I saw it when I was doing research for the video and can't manage to find the exact link where I found it before, but it seemed like there was a missing or just unknown DLC listed on, I believe, what was the Nintendo Switch Minecraft Dungeons page. Almost like there's like another DLC in the works. Interestingly, right now, Minecraft Dungeons is on a crazy sale too. So is Legends, but it's literally half off. All in all, this could always end up being nothing, but it's at least all just strange timing and a lot of weird coincidences. Before I forget, for the sake of this pig, but also the deer chicken, a little shy as well, make sure you tap that like button. By tapping like and double checking, making sure you're subscribed so you stay up to date with all the latest updates and changes, things going on in the community, well, you'll be more enlightened than you ever were before. Oh, look, and though you were divisive, I loved you so dearly. I thought it was so fun, the mob vote. Minecraft mob vote. Now that it's in the can, unfortunately, I mean, it's in the can. I'm just so sad. I don't know what to say about it. Well, interestingly, thanks to none other than the Potato Man of Minecraft the Legend, we got a little bit more information on the mob vote. So this is over on the Minecraft wiki, and I'll go ahead and link this down below if you're curious to see these like high resolution images, but we have some new mob vote images that were never before seen that, I don't know, I thought you might think it's interesting. So these images right here are straight from one of the Mojang official artists and are real. These images right here that we're taking a look at are essentially images and GIFs that were going to be like what we would have seen the mobs acting like if they would have won their respective competitions each year. So we have like the whole party hat thing going on, a little bit of copper golem dancing. We love to see it. And oh my God, the moop loom, like what in the world happened to these things? Please bring back some of these concepts. I feel like drops are like literally, we already had the frog. I feel like drops are literally meant for these mob vote losers to be able to like come back to the game and come to life. Like, come on, look at the dancing termites. That could be a stripped wood farm. The ostrich, like with those leg movements. Wow, that's fire. It's all crazy and interesting. And a palm tree too. Come on, we need that desert update. Let's make it happen, please. Also, can I just say that this sweet berry bush right there is maybe the most beautiful sweet berry bush that I have ever seen. These are so beautiful, and it's so cool to see. Big shout out Potato Man. Big shout out Martin W. Minecraft Bedrock Edition 1.21.50.29. A brand new update that dropped last week, and it's weird. So you know how it's been. We've been on this wave of preview after preview. The 1.21.50 cycle has been a little bit odd with the numbering going on. Right now, we're at 1.21.50.29, almost running out of time. Inside of this preview, first things first, 15 seconds. So 15 seconds is exactly how long it will take to break a creaking heart without using any tool. On the other hand, the break duration of this block has been increased, just like it was on Minecraft to Java, to a slightly longer mining time. This longer mining time will apply for literally everything, whether it's your hand, 15 seconds, or an axe that doesn't take 15 seconds, just longer than it did a week ago. Next up right here, we've got some sounds. Listen. We have a parity change, a fix inside of this preview. A fix glow like him playing the grass sound when stepped on instead of the bind sound like Java. I guess if you're really locked into the details, I mean, it's a beautiful change, and it all made me wonder what happens if we have resin right here and I walk on it. Oh, it's squishy. It's squishy sounding when I walk on resin on the grass. So it's so funny. I've talked about it before, but when I go into making these kinds of videos, I take a look at things beforehand, kind of make some notes, and, you know, try and figure out what to talk about. I completely forgot in last week's video that they went ahead and adjusted these bricks to make sure they actually line up on bedrock. But the thing is however they did this, the new brick right here wasn't lining up with the nether bricks at all. It lined up with this thing instead. Well, they call me lacking slacking. They went ahead and actually updated it so they're all perfectly in line again. Now, it's beautiful. What texture does that mean change, though? Like, I mean, I think they changed the classic brick one maybe a week ago, but now maybe it's like these ones were adjusted 1 pixel downward, so it all, like, you know, lines up seamlessly and perfectly on every single side. I don't know, I guess. Yeah. And actually, for this week's preview, that's just about it. I don't even have to zoom out, and you can see the entire preview on screen right now. This is insane and so weird that the preview is so small. Doesn't mean the update's done. I mean, it could be a big sign pointing towards yes, but we'll really have to wait and see until what happens this week with the preview. If it's even smaller or just as small, the update's probably done and might release in the first or second week of December. But hopefully a little bit more on that later this week. Alrighty, so seasons. Seasons are an interesting thing. I don't think Mojang has ever explicitly said, no, we will never add seasons to the game. In fact, intriguingly, and I don't know if you know this, but it's actually quite the opposite. Dinnerbone mentioned, and this was a long time ago, Minecon 2013, but Dinnerbone was messing with the idea of adding seasons to Minecraft, where the day and night length vary according to season. He was also thinking that maybe, at the time, seasons could change the color of tree leaves and biomes, and at that, by association, I would assume other things that can change color in biomes too, things like grass, where it can go really pale in the taiga, and then a little bit warmer inside of the forest. Even though it was a long time ago, 11 years ago, long time ago, the idea of seasons was never fully off the table. And check this. Mickly Mods. I hope I pronounced that right. This is a little bit of information found inside of the code on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Seasons texture updates, seasons renderer not initialized. And then related to the season stuff, dynamic texture, season foliage texture. Alright, so maybe if you're more knowledgeable on the technical side of things, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if these things are brand new or what, but seasons foliage texture, that sure seems like it would be something like leaves or something, maybe other plants as well, that could change alongside the seasons. I mean, think about it. For years, Mojang has been saying that we want to improve the ambiance all over the overworld, and what is a great way to do that? Change every single biome. How do you change every biome? Well, some interesting seasons that happen. Maybe the trees in here, it could like start snowing in here in the winter time, whatever that means in the game, and maybe like the daytime is a little bit shorter. Oh, but the fall, autumn leaves, maybe like an orangey leaf, yellow leaves, red leaves all over the place. Oh my god, that could be a dream come true. And I don't think that this idea here is maybe too far off the table. Let's take a look at what we've been doing on Java. On a Minecraft Java edition, as of late, technical changes, they've been all the rage. Like, if you've been watching all the Snapshot videos, then you know, like, so much technical changes going on. Minecraft Snapshot 24W45 a couple of weeks ago. An interesting technical change that has to do with, like, different events happening during set times. This one specifically is about Minecraft Xmas, which is how Minecraft Java edition, the day after my birthday until the day after Christmas, they go ahead and change all of the chests to presents. In 24W46A, they adjusted it ever so slightly, but it's still in the game. In that snapshot video, I was speculating on, hey, I wonder if this could lead to, like, say, maybe events happening inside of the game. I never thought that events happening inside of the game could maybe be some kind of time thing set to seasons. But it does feel like Mojang locking the seasons to the real world seasons wouldn't be a very Minecrafty thing. Instead, it would probably be tied to your game. But I don't know, maybe some of you who are a little bit more technically knowledgeable about all of these relatively recent technical changes, not just 24W45A, but like essentially this past year, might to know if making seasons would be easier to do before or harder to do than before. I do know also that interestingly, Sliced Lime, one of the Mojang developers, like about a year ago, had made a data pack that would implement seasons into your world. Some of the features are right here. It's all super interesting stuff. I'd actually checked the data pack out a hot minute ago, but I don't think I ever ended up dropping the video. Now, obviously, things that the Mojang devs work on in their free time, like this data pack that Sliced Lime did, well, I would say that these things, they're not really an indication as to what's coming to the game. Like, that wouldn't be fair to the devs to say that, oh, Sliced Lime made seasons data packs, so seasons are coming to the game, because at the end of the day, that could have just been a for fun passion project. But if there is weird code about seasons in the game, and to me, even if this is like deferred rendering stuff, it's still seasons in the game. And the fact that a dev was working on a data pack to actually make this happen, and it worked in 1.19. A lot of improvements have been made since then. Oh my god. This next year is going to be interesting. So I guess to conclude the seasons thing for now, I don't expect to hear very much more about this anytime soon, but just keep it in mind. If or when something more with this happens in, say, a year, well, you heard it here first. Now, the final thing that I'd like to talk about today has to relate to the offhand conversations that we've been having as of late. This is something that I noticed inside of the preview, and I mean, I'm not sure if it's always been this way, but when I go ahead and try and quick move this arrow out of my hotbar, I mean, it dumps to the offhand. Has that always been the case on Minecraft Bedrock Edition? That is so weird. Like, why would I ever want an arrow in the offhand? Now, unfortunately, this doesn't seem to, like, work with very many other things. I've tested out a bunch of different things, and yeah, it doesn't really work like that, but you can quick move arrows, and it defaults to the offhand. What? This on top of the interesting code that was updated recently that we talked about, on top of this other thing that's been in the game for a minute, Minecraft allow offhand v1, and, I really wonder if offhand update is finally about to make its way to Bedrock. Anyway, for today's round of updates, that's just about it. Get out of the bed. As always, if you found something interesting, you've got some extra insights, share it on the subreddit r/waddles. Tap the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.